perhaps a little tension in the Spanish ranks. They're ranked 54th in the world, Romania, set to take on the world champion Spain. It is just about it for them. They need one of the all-time great performances and upsets to keep their flame flickering on the path towards FIBA Eurobasket 2022. But their opponents have hardly caught fire in this qualifying campaign. Romania don't have to look far for inspiration. On a weekend that's been littered with upsets, they don't even have to look outside of their own group or beyond the team that stand in front of them tonight. Poland and Israel have shown this Spanish side is far from invincible. This would have to be the biggest upset of the lot, but Romania have to believe in Valencia tonight. An early foul on Jordan Watson. His only previous appearance of this campaign coming in game 2 when he had 9 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds with just the 1 turnover. Didn't play a couple of days ago. Spain looking for the first score then. Far side of the paint, going to work. Little baby hook that falls, delightfully so, for Javier Beiran. Watson. Key player for Romania, who will not want to pick up a second foul, having committed the foul in the opening seconds here. Tough shot on the reverse. And here comes Spain. Brizuela. A positive start is vital for Romania. Alberto Diaz taking the ring road around the defense. They just want to plant that seed of doubt. The will to some extent already be in the Spanish minds, but eradicating it, Alberto Diaz with a beautiful shot, fouled by Katse. A chance at a 3-point play. One of Spain's talented young stars, the 26-year-old who was the Euro Cup Finals MVP when he led Malaga to the title in 2017. He's joined the squad for this second window. He played the 15 minutes on Saturday. He starts with a bang here, as he did, to be fair, 2 nights ago when he threw the alley-oop pass for Tyson Perez's remarkable dunk with the opening possession. Spain by 5. Deep 3 for Romania doesn't go. And this could get ugly for them in the opening minutes. Stop and pop 3, Brizuela, no. Big offensive rebound for Perez, back out it goes, and a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Brizuela again. Oh, had it taken off him, and a chance in transition for Romania. Straight to the basket, doesn't go down, nothing will go for them right now. They're not making the most of the opportunities they have, and in transition, a wide open 3 that rims out. Perez, he misses the follow. And Romania are playing with fire at the moment and just about surviving. Watson. Can they slow it down, dictate the tempo? Try and steady themselves here. Diaz, tenacious defense. He gets away though to the far side, creates the open 3 as well, but they're just not hitting any of their shots. I feel they need to play a near perfect game here to get the win against Spain. Thankfully, Spain aren't shooting the ball too well. It remains just a 5-point advantage. Romania still can't hit though. Plenty of shots in the opening 2.5 minutes, but absolutely nothing going for the team in yellow. Alberto Diaz, bounce pass. Tough shot, wild over the hoop, secured by Werner. And they finally get up and running here. Watson. Has to balance the sideline, almost turned it over to Tyson Perez. And look at that effort down on the deck to poke it to Perez. Can he score? Not quite, but he'll go to the line. Alberto Diaz, I think it was, down on the floor far side. A huge hustle play for Spain, showing how much they want it here. And that's the difference between a potential 7-point lead and Romania maybe getting the ball in a score and closing the gap to 3. Spain have the greater quality, we know that. Romania have to match their hustle at the very least. A couple of foul shots for Perez. And Spain start with the first 7 points. They've missed a few good looks as well. They've only shot 2 of 7 from the field. Romania at 0 of 5. Can they finally get on the board? It's Watson trying to get away from Diaz. High off the window. Got it with the foul. Jordan Watson not giving up hope, despite the tenacious defense again from Diaz. He was tracked all the way, used his low center of gravity to bully his way towards the basket, and then showed his quality, having already showed his character. Romania up and running. It's taken nearly 3.5 minutes. Guerrero Pino to the far side. Lane opens up to attack and to kick. Diaz gets the defense in the air. Nice bit of footwork, steps to the side. Three-point shot doesn't go down. Again, another good look on the perimeter for Spain. 0 of 3 now. In fact, make it 0 of 4. High off the window, rejected by Guerrero Pino. Still Romania ball. Everything going through Jordan Watson. Plenty of time remaining on the shot clock. Werner trying to get free far side. It's a deep inbound, and Tyson Perez has the freedom of Valencia to fly. A costly turnover. Perez rubbing salt in Romania's wounds. That is what Romania can ill afford at this stage. 4 minutes in, they trail by 6. Need to take care of the ball better. Katsu recovers far side, up against Guerrero Pino. The Spanish defense not budging here. Tough shot again in traffic. And it didn't hit the rim, so a shot clock violation on Bogdan Popa, who wasn't aware. That's the turnover. Tyson Perez getting in behind Popa and then going to the heavens. Recovered far side, rejected. Romania not waving the white flag despite their torrid start. And another ejection, back by Perez this time. Here comes Spain, saying to Romania, anything you can do, we can do too, and do even better, as Perez goes up to score. He's got the last 4 points. In style as well. Spain lead by 8. Midway point of the first quarter. Machuca moving it on into the center to Katse, and the foul on Perez. Spain's second foul, Romania have 3. Miguel Dragoste comes in for Romania. To the bench for Spain goes Guerrero Pino. There's the block from Tyson Perez, smothering midair, following the block from Manuel Katse. Both centers stepping up to the plate on defense. They need these free throws from Katse because from the floor they're just 1 of 8. That one was well short. Diaz. Spain by 7, 4.5 to play in the first. Bayran. One-on-one with Watson, far edge of the paint, spinning baseline. Pass to the near side, Brizuela. Couldn't quite shake off the defense, but he's still got it to go. Dario Brizuela with a beauty. He only shot 1 of 8 from the field en route to 10 points on Saturday against Israel. He's given Spain a double-digit advantage in under 6 minutes here. Watson. Katse wants to take on his fellow big man, and Ortega says, not in my house. He rejects the ball against his own backboard, ignites the transition offense and the stop and pop three, back-to-back triples for Brizuela, and Spain have taken charge. They lead by 13, a dominant opening 6 and a bit minutes, and we will go to the benches for a timeout call by Tudor Costescu.
Run back and match up and cover the ball at all costs. We go back in the paint and we open the 3-point line like in juniors, guys. We need to match up quicker, doesn't matter the match up. Don't give the jump shots on transition. Okay. One time, get the pick and roll, Raresh, now. You say, no,
Well, here's the block from Ortega, denying Katse. Brizuela, stop and pop, gets it to drop for the second time in quick succession. We've had a bit of a block party here in the first quarter. Before that, we had back-to-back blocks, one at both ends. But on both occasions, it's Spain who have been able to build off that defense and launch some offense. 17-4, what a start for Spain. Could have been many more as well. They've missed some good looks. They're only shooting 6 of 13 from the field. So they're in cruise control already. Off the back of the timeout, can Romania summon something? Just one field goal so far, and they get their second. Juarez Uta catching the ball as it was thrown over the hoop and converting. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Romania can't think about the size of the deficit now. They just have to play hard on each play and hope to eat into it. There's plenty of time, of course, to do that. Brizuela this time drives baseline, floats one over the top of the shot blocker, Uta. Brizuela is putting on a clinic. 2 threes. And then the gorgeous floater for 8 points. In fact, make it 10. Stats late updating. That's his second 2. Watson. It's a 13-point lead again. Splitting a couple of defenders, getting through a gap and getting the roll around Morel Dragoste. Alberto Diaz, 11-point margin then. Tyson Perez, guarded closely, hands it off on the perimeter. Ortega running interference, setting the high screen. Very congested in there, they still get the shot away. It's batted up into the air, they have to take care of their backboard. Romania, it leads to the open 3, that's way off the mark though. To the right of the basket. Spain call for the cavalry. That's an ominous sight for Romania to see the likes of Kino Colom come into the ballgame. Colom, who had 24 points and 5 assists against Israel. Shot 9 of 17 from the field, only turned the ball over once on this court a couple of days ago. It's the 3rd foul on Spain, called away from the ball. 32 now, Kino Colom. Played with Valencia here in this city in the EuroLeague last season. He's not played yet this season, though, in that competition. Romania trying to make it a single-digit game at least here. Will this one drop? It will. Another one bounces around, the soft touch finish. It falls for Romania, and they have closed the gap down to 9. Having trailed by as many as 13. First basket for Lucas Telherten. He's just come in, 21-year-old point guard, wearing the number 1 for Romania. Here's the basket from Telherten. Really lovely finish. He only shot 2 of 11 from the field across the 2 games in the first window, but then scored 10 points on Saturday here against Poland when he shot 3 of 7, had 3 assists and a steal in that game as well. The 4th foul on Romania has gone on Dragoste. And there's the 5th, so Spain will go to the foul line to try and take this back to double figures. Ball illegally ripped out of the hands of Lopez Arostegui, who had 13 points, 6 rebounds and 3 steals in that defeat to Israel here. Shot 3 of 4 from the perimeter. Very good shooter, he knocks down both foul shots. Spain by 11. Toherten handing off to Grasu. Toherten again gets free for the 3, can't make it count though. Romania have to hit those kind of shots when they get into that kind of position, and they're in this kind of position in the ball game, down by 11. Final minute of the first approaching. Lopez Arostegui probing, looking to penetrate, and fouled by Toherten, so he'll go back to the line for the 2nd time in quick succession. Romania, by the way, are 0 of 4 on the outside now after that open miss from Toherten. Lopez Arostegui, very impressive for Badalona in the Euro Cup this season. He's averaged 12.8 points, 4.4 rebounds. Shot the ball superbly, 68% inside and 40% on the perimeter. Had that big game a couple of nights ago here. Only played 5 minutes in the first window back in February. 4 of 4 from the stripe here tonight. Spain back up by 13 to tie the largest lead. Final minute of the first. Screen set by Uta. Toherten around it, guarded by Colom. To Uta, surrounded by red jerseys, gets it away. Can't get it to drop though. Colom, no look bounce pass, gets it back. And they resist the temptation to pull the trigger. Lopez Arostegui does though, he misses. Offensive rebound and the stick back for Jonathan Barreiro. His 2nd appearance of this campaign after 9 minutes in game 2 against Poland. There's a wrestling match down on the deck. Romania emerged with the ball and a good scoring opportunity. The Morel Dragoste takes full advantage of. A rare bucket for them. His first of the game. The lead had momentarily been at a game-high 15. Final few seconds here. Colom to the elbow, feeds it in, and the dunk for Victor Arteaga. Spain in control, in the driver's seat, in overdrive in Valencia. Remember to get your hands on the official Eurobasket app. All of the live games, stats, highlights available to download for free. It's an absolute must-have. Spain by 15. Romania start the 2nd with the ball. Bia goes to the far side. Bounce pass through a couple of defenders. Wouldn't quite drop for Uta, but there was a foul. He'll go to the line. Nice play off the restart this. Drawn up in the gap between quarters by coach Costescu. Nice play that's not been rewarded though. First foul shot off the mark for Uta, the 22-year-old, 2 meters 10 centre. Misses both. Colom. On the high screen, throwing it back overhead, picked off, a chance to catch up with it on the near side, but agonisingly out of reach for Tudor Gebir. Tough to take when you're playing against a team of Spain's quality, who've made such a flying start, and then you can't even get the breaks. Stop and pop three for Colom off front iron. Offensive rebound again. Jonathan Barrero. Romania have the tools to protect their backboard far better than they are doing. Coast-to-coast quick offense from Dragoste to clatter into the advertising board and earn a trip to the foul line. Maybe took out a cameraman too. Spain just grabbing their 5th offensive rebound on that previous possession. Romania have only grabbed 10 defensive boards, so Spain have just about matched Romania on the Romanian backboard. They can't even take care of business at the stripe at the moment, 3 of 7. Spain by 16. Into a packed paint and picked off. 3-on-2 momentarily for Romania. No look bounce pass to the far side. Can they get a 3 to go for the first time? No. Offensive rebound for them though. Over the top of the shot blocker and the score for Uta. The 2 was there to be taken in transition. They tried to upgrade to a 3. Got the 2 in the end off the offensive board. Colom, 14 points the gap. Colom into traffic, drawing the attention of the defense like moths to a flame and dishing off for the score. Ortega makes it a 16-point game again. So Hurton going through the gears on the burst to the basket and scores. Nice play by the 21-year-old. Romania determined just to try and hang in the fight in what has been such a difficult first half here in Valencia. They can't allow this lead to grow by too much if they're to have a chance. And Ortega, offensive rebound again, puts it in. It's now 6-6 between the two teams on the Romanian backboard. There's one for Romania though, on the Spanish backboard. A fresh 14 on the shot clock. 16 points the gap here. Would have to have taken a remarkable finish from Dragoste to finish from there, going underneath the hoop at pace. Played initially as Eurobasket 2021, but then becoming Eurobasket 2022. The idea is that the summer of 2021 hosts, of course, the Olympics instead. Everything pushed back a year. Start of the second half. Spain start with the ball in the 24-point lead. Tyson Perez. Around it comes to Alberto Diaz, moving it on. Chance to try and spin baseline. Goes at the second attempt. Bayran underneath. Far side of the paint, back towards the baseline. Can he get it to drop? No. Rebound, Katse. Katse only scored 1 point, missing all 3 of his shots in the first half. One of Romania's key players. He grabbed 6 rebounds and have a blocked shot. They've turned it over again here. Hung high. Tyson Perez couldn't quite get it to stick over the top of Katse. They move it on and around the perimeter. And Perez on the baseline drive. Showed his vertical leap on the previous attempt, and then his burst down the baseline on the second attempt. There's a foul there. Confronted by Katse on both occasions. That's his 3rd foul. Spain just 11 of 16 from the strike now after that miss. Gets the second though, Tyson Perez. Six points for him. Chuka. Just to the far side it goes. Plenty of movement in the offense, but a poor pass. The entry pass surely intended for Katse. It was nowhere near him. Back out for Spain. They shifted on. They'll play in the half court now with Alberto Diaz. Brizuela still leading Spain with all of his points coming in the first quarter. Now Bayran going to work. Posting up again, spinning baseline, getting a look at the basket, rolling around Watson and scoring. First 3 points of the third quarter have gone the way of Spain. Chuka. Left hand, dribble drive, hanging it high, missing it. Perez comes away with it as Machuca ends up down on the deck. It's been a tough night for the 19-year-old, as it has for just about everybody in yellow. Tyson Perez thinks twice about it, can't resist in the end. He was so wide open. That's not really his game. Head down, blazing to the basket, kicking out, moving it around the perimeter after the nice drive from Watson. Doesn't come to anything though. Watson gets it back in the corner. Dragoste putting the ball on the floor, slicing through the defense, still can't score. A battle for the rebound, poked away. And Perez, what a great save, down in the corner. Wonderfully done by Tyson Perez. And now Spain coming forward into space. Locked and loaded. Alberto Diaz can't hit the target, but an offensive rebound, and it goes for Guerrero Pino. They get the first 5 of the second half for Spain. 3-point shot. Romania finally get one to fall on their 13th attempt from long range. Bogdan Popper, and it took them 23 minutes. Both teams have been terrible on the outside. Romania only 1-3 behind Spain now. Brizuela, he's got both of their threes. Behind the back, trying to shake off Dragoste. Switches across onto the far side onto Gerbia, misses the shot. Rebound grabbed by Guerrero Pino. Watson still battling. Romania trying to show that fight for their country and their coach. As I mentioned before the start of the second half, there's plenty of young players, inexperienced players playing for pride, playing for minutes in future qualifying campaigns and tournaments. Dragoste, the 25-year-old point guard, onto Watson, back to Dragoste again. Right-hand dribble drive. Can he find the angles? No. Offensive rebound. They're showing some heart in this perilous position. Dragoste to Watson. Watson gets in behind Diaz, tries to move it on, rejected. The defensive door slammed in the face of Romania, leading to the fast break, razzle-dazzle, big-time dunk from Tyson Perez. Spain's third block, and all of them have ignited transition offense and led to scores. Not more spectacular than that one. Pirouette into the paint, high off the window. Will it go? No. Here's Watson. 28 is the margin now. And trying to spin towards the basket and fouled is Uta.
Segunda falta personal del jugador de España, Tyson Perez.
Jordan Watson's really playing with plenty of fire in his belly, but Romania just trying to make it look respectable. Spain keep on scoring, and the lead keeps on growing. Despite the gritty display from Romania in the third quarter. It's had character, it's just not had quality. As the throw-ahead pass for Tyson Perez to take off again. Didn't see the block, unfortunately, on that replay. It led to the fast break. 28 the Spain lead. 16 minutes just under to play. Brizuela to the elbow, takes on the push shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Popper. Just about at the midway point of the third. Second foul on Brizuela. Swiping across the forearms of Dragoste. Jordan Watson. Around the screen goes Dragoste, and a foul. Spain's third of the third. It's Brizuela again. Uta. Dragoste. Popper. Bumping bodies with Tyson Perez. Two to shoot. Watson from deep. Off the mark. Spain down to grab it. Tyson Perez able to grab the handle on the ball. They're trying to make it a 30-point advantage. Midway point of the third. Alberto Diaz is fouled. Romania's third of the third. He's the man playing the longest minutes, Alberto Diaz at the moment. And he'll go to the bench for a break as Kino Colom comes in. Colom having played just 7 minutes so far. There is the Brizuela. Away from Watson momentarily to the foul line. Colom. Had it ripped off him by Gerbia. A turnover from Colom coming straight back into the game. He only turned the ball over once in the whole of the game against Israel. And he dishes down the floor. Perez fouled hard by Gerbia. Romania sick of the sight of Tyson Perez dunking on them in transition. Second foul on Gerbia, the 22-year-old. Making sure Tyson couldn't take off again.
Yes. Tyson Perez, uno más.
A double-double is in sight for Tyson Perez, and just his second qualifying appearance in this campaign. 10 points, 7 rebounds, and a steal now. 6 of 8 from the foul line. 2 big dunks from the field. Spain by 30. 4.5 to play in the third. Gerbia. So Hurton able to grab it, almost turned it over. And another basket for Uta, who has impressed in difficult circumstances.
Primera falta personal del jugador español Arteaga.
The 22-year-old centre, Uta, off the pass from Toherton. Beating Ortega at the basket, getting fouled, missing the and one though. Just 8 points in 9 minutes for Uta. 28 the gap. Francis Alonso back in, across to the far side it goes. 3-point shot for Spain. Rebound grabbed by Romania. Looking forward quickly in transition is Toherton. Toherton to the far side, through a gap to Watson, back out Toherton, scores. Those young Romanian players are playing hard, continuing to try and impress, despite being up against a very impressive Spanish side tonight. Such a tough first half for Romania. They've done much better here in the second so far, just a 9-7 third quarter to Spain. You can tell that the coach, Tudor Costescu, wasn't happy with them at half-time. They've come out with what seems like a bit of extra fight.
Yes.
Despite that fight, the Spanish lead grows and grows. Three and a half to play in the third quarter. Watson. Grasu. Got it. Stefan Grasu, the 17-year-old. The very youngest player on the roster trying to impress. Foul on Toherton. Third foul on Toherton. Romania at the foul limit for the third quarter. Colom at the line. Well, there's hard contact on the baseline as Francis Alonso took a fall. Big thud echoing around the arena. And you turn the ball over. Colom, the foul's on Uta. Alonso okay, thankfully. Colom recovers the ball, moves it to Alonso. Alonso into the lane, trying to fire it into the low post. Back out of the broken play, step in, long-range two-pointer for Spain, rims out. Toherton can travel at pace, looking forward, doesn't see anything he likes apart from the avenue to try and blaze to the basket. He's fouled by Alonso.
Segunda falta personal del jugador español Romania. Tiempo muerto.
So Herten's at the line here. Spain have led by 30, Romania getting it back to 27. Toherten misses the second free throw though. Only 4 of 10 from the line. Colom to Alonso. Veteran to the youngster. Colom gets it back. Alonso always on the move. So too on the far side, trying to get free. On the opposite wing, get down the baseline was Lopez Arostegui, another young player. He just put his right foot on the baseline to turn it over. Only Spain's 7th turnover. Toherten. Get away from Colom and Alonso, gets it away off the foul line, one leg, nice shot. Soft touch finish falls for him. Colom trying to dish off to Ortega. Toherten's up to 9 points. In 13 minutes on court, 4 of 9 shooting. He's actually 4 of 5 on the inside, the 21-year-old point guard, but he's missed all 4 of his 3-point attempts. Colom taking on Toherten, turning it over. Toherten grabs the loose ball. Now Colom has to try and keep up with the 21-year-old. He does, gets back into a defensive position. Screen moves him out the way though. Peter. Rebound Spain. Francis Alonso. Ortega. Colom. Work it around the perimeter. Francis Alonso, a little bit of footwork. Sidestep 3, doesn't go. Ortega the rebound, a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Kino Colom. Back-to-back missed threes. Spain are only 2 of 16 from 3-point range, yet they sit here with a commanding 25-point lead. On another day against different opposition, they might well have been punished, as they were against Israel, who had plenty of offensive firepower here 2 days ago. Fortunately for Spain tonight, Romania's attacking arsenal has completely misfired. Toherten swings it to the far side, 3-point shot, it's blocked. Alonso to try and show them how it's done. He misses. Even one of the best statistically in Europe is missing threes now. Alonso's 0 of 3 from 3-point range, shoots 52% for his club side in the Euro Cup this season. Not another block. The meandering dribble shut down emphatically. Alonso this time puts the ball on the floor, dishes off. Off the window it wouldn't go, and that will finish the third with a bit of a whimper. The big block, but limited offense from both teams as back ball. Some glum expressions on Romanian faces though. It's been a long night for them, and a steep part of the learning curve for those youthful players. Spain still tenacious on defense. You love to see that. Despite leading by 25. Toherten, he gets past Alonso though and scores. So it's been reduced from 30 to 23. Toherten up to 11 points to lead Romania. Lopez Arostegui for 3, fouled on it. Romania perhaps overly concerned about his 3-point shooting ability, and they send him to the line for 3. He's 0 of 2 on the outside tonight, Lopez Arostegui, but he did hit 3 out of 4 on this court on Saturday. All 7 of his points tonight have come from the line, where he's still perfect. Spain have got there on a regular basis. Hoping to go 22 of 27 from the stripe as a team. And they do. It's a turnover. Romania receiving the ball, far sideline. Werner stepping on the line. His coach asking the question. Staring a hole right through him as well. Such a wealth of talent at Spain's disposal. This is the world champions we're watching, but despite that, only 3 players on this roster for this qualifying window were with the squad at the World Cup in China last year. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of other players trying to play for minutes and play for limited spaces going forward into future campaigns and, of course, into the 2022 Eurobasket. Taker's played hard, 8 points, 4 of 5 from 2. Not just that, but his work on the defensive end has been superb. 3 block shots. Long range 2, and the 17-year-old gets another. Stefan Grasu, the future of Romanian basketball. Colom, he'll take on the 3, and he gets it. Kino Colom with just Spain's 3rd 3 of the night. It's his first 3 on his 3rd attempt. Low catch in the corner. Grasu moves it on across to the near side. Tohertin. Tohertin trying to shake off Alonso. Alonso in transition, puts the ball on the floor, gets past Grasu, spins onto the left and scores. Francis Alonso showing his array of offensive weapons. And the lead in this 4th quarter has stretched to an evening's high 31. Alonso up to 7 points now. Make it 8. You can see the depth for Spain even on this roster by the offensive spread. So many players closing in on the 10-point mark. There's a foul on the baseline against the offense. Alonso getting his body in the way, plowed down to the ground by Tohertin. Took a big hit for his team there, Francis Alonso. Grasu, the 17-year-old, goes to the Romanian bench. They've just picked up their 4th foul of the 4th already, and Tohertin's 4th personal in the game. Colom, 7 points for him. Fakes the pass, takes on the defense himself and scores, make it 9. Tohertin. Watson. 34 is the lead now for Spain. Oh, nice composure in the paint to get 2 defenders flying past him and then to get the contact on the way up. Bogdan Popper. Look at the little up fake here. Oh, 2 defenders past him. Didn't even really need to fake the shot, just hesitated. That was enough. Can't complete the and one though. Alonso. Colom. Takes on a couple, gets in behind, left-hand layup falls. He becomes the third Spanish player into double figures, and very swiftly so. Many of those points coming here in the fourth. So Hurton getting in behind Alonso, switching on to his right hand to beat Yvette. Nice move from the 21-year-old. He's certainly given his coach plenty of encouragement. Lucas Telherten. 13 points now. It's not been a good night for Emmanuel Katze, who goes to the bench. Just 1 point. He's missed all 3 of his shots. 4 fouls now. Spain coming forward in transition. And they will score again off the offensive rebound. Jonathan Barrero backing up his teammate. Telherten, really fast, quick step, but rejected from behind by Xavi Rabaseda. Even when Romania have been able to get to the basket, Spain so often have been there to shut them down. A 6th block of the game. Brizuela battles his way to the basket, past 2 and then through a third. Spain by 26, midway point of the 4th quarter. Brizuela up to 12 points. He leads his nation in scoring now. It's his first score, that was. And in transition, the big dunk. Romanian heads are hanging now as Barrero hammers that one down, but that was the first score for Brizuela since the first quarter on the previous attack. Watson to the passing lane was blocked. 4.5 to play. Watson on the low through the leg crossovers. Offensive foul and a turnover. They were protecting the ball fairly well in the first half, Romania, but they're up to 15 turnovers now. I think they only had 5 around half time. It's the moving screen from Batchu. Telherten goes to the bench. Diaz moving it on, far side. Knocked out of bounds, still Spain ball as Rabaseda gets set to inbound. He's going to move away from it, in fact. Step back, 3-point shot for Spain, doesn't go down. Diaz trying to tip it and grabs it. Alberto Diaz, the smallest player on the floor for Spain. Brizuela, no look, bounce pass through the eye of the needle, and the pretty finish on the reverse. Off the baseline cut. Wonderful feed, Barrero up to double figures very swiftly now as well. It's a double-double for him, 11 points, 11 rebounds. 3 scores from the field in the last few minutes for him. Spain lead by 40. So only a few minutes ago they had plenty of players approaching double figures. They've got 4 into double digits now. And still have Lopez Arostegui on 9, Victor Ortega on 8. Alonso on 7, Bayran on 6. There could be a few more by the time this one is in the books. Far side, corner 3, strings it. Spain running riot. Rabaseda. He doubles his tally. Watson. Popper threatened the 3, clung on to it though. Shot clock winding down on Jordan Watson. On to the left, past Tyson Perez. No time to get the shot away. I'm not sure it would count, will it? Romania stuck on 41. Tudor Costescu, the head coach, very vocal. Has been very animated and had that expression on his face pretty much the whole evening. His team conceded the first 7 points and have had little joy since. Perez with the handoff. Brizuela. Brizuela with the floater. Won't fall. Offensive rebound. Lost it on the way down, though. Guerrero Pino. I think it was poked away by a Romanian player. Diaz to inbound. Hangs one up! Guerrero Pino couldn't complete what would have been a highlight reel play. Nor could he tip it at the second attempt. Watson. Final 2.5 minutes now. Turned over by Romania again. Here he comes, clear the runway. Tyson Perez. How apt that the man named Tyson provides the knockout blow. $12 points for Perez. Spain by 45. 2 minutes and change still to play. It's been a breakaway dunk show from Tyson Perez all evening long. And another block. It's been a block party in Valencia as well for Spain. They're 7th. Brizuela far side. Alonso step to the side, 3. He's not quite set his radar right from downtown, the man who usually shoots it so sweetly. He's 0 of 4 now, Alonso. Might get another chance. Here he is. Alonso wasn't going to miss 2 in a row. He becomes the 5th Spanish player into double figures. 28 the lead, 90 seconds to play. Scoop layup wouldn't go, nor the rebound. Here comes Perez. High screen set by Guerrero Pino. Alonso to the far side again. Guerrero Pino won't shoot the long shot, so he's on his pivot foot trying to pick out a teammate, and he does on the bounce pass and the flash into the paint for the layup. Spain lead by 50. Brizuela up to 14 points to lead them in scoring. And Tyson Perez doing his bit on defense there. Vertical leap getting in the way. Spain playing in first gear now. Know that the finish line is in sight. Know that Eurobasket 2022 is in sight. Tyson Perez to Brizuela. 3-point shot for him. Gets it. It's taken them long enough, but Spain have started to light it up from long range. Final offense perhaps from Romania here. Watson. 5 to shoot for Jordan Watson. Crosses over to the elbow. Wild shot. Rebound grabbed by Spain. Quick pass down the floor. Alonso. Will they show Romania some mercy? They do. They just cling on to it. The job was done at halftime, really. But Spain continued to pour in the points and to pile on the pain to Romania as they officially book their place at Eurobasket 2022 with a comprehensive win to bounce back from back-to-back defeats. Coach Sergio Scariolo's team win it 94-41 over Romania.
Nos vemos en la próxima. Hasta entonces, por favor, cuídense y sean felices. Muchas gracias.
Smiles all round After a couple of tough nights in this qualifying campaign against Israel and Poland, Spain back on track.